Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your time zone. Welcome back again. There's a breaking news today. Just yesterday and day before yesterday, we talked about this trending video, that somebody made about how Nigerian government are penetrating into American government to stop this high hope that Christians have on American government under the leadership of Donald Trump. I, for one, I made it clear that my love is somehow descending or somehow being paused, simply because after watching that video, I felt like, as somebody saying, "Law, anything is possible." If you have watched the video, if you have watched the video or you know what I'm talking about, you understand where I'm coming from. Now, today there's a very, very, very good news, a news that everybody had been expecting. But even though it's not well, you cannot judge, you cannot say, yeah, it is just bread and butter, everything has been solved. But it's good. It simply means that the government of America are still having the less privileged or Christians at heart. Because I was thinking that this is just a kind of another political statement is not gonna yield any fruit. But today, something happened. Please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. Let us know how many of you that are here by putting your comments. So I woke up this morning or afternoon, depending on your time zone. I find out that this announcement has been made, and the first person that I saw that from his platform happened to be no other person than Mark Arnold. Mark Arnold says something about it, and we're gonna. So Mark Arnold says something about it. He made a very long note about the whole thing that happened today. And as you can see on your screen, this is from Mark Arnold. He talked about it. He somehow, it's actually well detailed. All right. And I felt like, okay, let's go through it. But I may not read everything here because it's quite long, because I cannot end this video without going to the office of DPM, okay, to bring to you her own reaction towards this major news. So McAnus said this: breaking news, major US policy shift. Trump announces new Nigerian doctrine. Christian genocide now linked to global terrorism. 2026 National Counterterrorism Strategy released today confirmed Trump knows it is not criminality, climate change, or farmer header conflict, like they normally say, These Northerners, Islamic cleric, or those who people like Sheikh Gumi and many of them, instead of Sokoto, and of course, willing tools, enablers from southern part of Nigeria. Of course, Biafrans are not exempted. We have most of them from our region that claim that it's just father header clash. They are saying this just to deceive people, just to make it look like people don't know what they want. They use that for their own political career. So they use that to make it, to blend their political career, because some of them, they always want to friend the people that control Nigerian politics. Of course, you know that Fulanis have dominated because that's one of the tactics of conquest. They will first thing they will do is to penetrate into the government of the country, make sure they place themselves in the key position, in this sensitive position, like leadership of the country, everything. They will put themselves there because they want to be in control of the government. Then they will then unleash their military tactics. So when you want to complain, you have to complain to the government that actually those who enabling those militias are the one in charge of the government. If you don't pay close attention, if you think that it's about government policy, people making those policies are the one funding those militias. And that is why they last this long, because they will tell you fathers headers clash, or they will tell you, Oh, climate change. That the people that have been known for their nomadic life are now moving from place to place in this modern age because of climate change. Come on, a Fulani man looking for better weather or something, or looking for a way to graze their cattle. No, it's not. It has nothing to do with climate change. Neither is it farmer-herder conflict. No, not at all. It is a long-running jihad with global ambitions. The president of the United States today elevated the Nigerian Christians genocide from a religious freedom issue to a counter-terrorism mission. The 2026 National Counterterrorism Strategy, signed May 6, lists two American gold goals in Africa under one heading as one mission. Wow. The first is to guarantee that none of the jihad group can build a base of oppression that allow them to plot and execute attacks against the United States and American interests around the world. The second is to protect Christians who have been slaughtered at the hands of these jihad groups. One enemy, two fronts of the same war. This is not religious freedom language. It is a counterterrorism doctrine. Counterterrorism doctrine moves missiles. The killers of Christians in Plateau and the killers of American Army Lieutenant Colonel Brandy Shea at Old Dominion are non-officially the same enemy. President Tinubu, your 10,000, okay, $10 plus million, okay? You know, $10 million Washington lobbying operation and non-bid contracts did not keep this off the president's decks. Your Bush boys and sham and shame ambassadors did not make it go away. That, you know, because he started planting ambassadors of this, changing ambassadors and all that, just to preach this falsehood that so that America will not sleep over it and just ignore things. He said, your brothers, okay, he said, your brothers and prodigal sons, framing the prodigal sons, because they said that these nomadic people, those terrorists are their brothers. That's why Mark Arnold is trying to remind them that they call them their brothers. Say, your brothers and the prodigal sons, because they gave, Nigerian Army Chief gave example of prodigal sons, if you can recall. Prodigal son framing did not survive contact with the truth. The Christian deaths you deny have been named. Sultan of Sokoto, your throne sit in the epicenter of a long-running jihad the American state has now identified as a global security concern. I have called on Trump. I have called on Trump administration to launch an investigation into your role in all of this. Look like it is coming your way. Shegumi, your long-running love feast in negotiation with your bands of bloody Islamic savage have just been rejected in written by the government of the United States. Boko Haram, ISWAP, the Fulani militias, you are now recognized as a direct threat to the United States. He said you met cruise missiles on Christmas. You met cruise missiles on Christmas Day. Expect more. For years, I have felt like I was the only American voice pushing this argument hard and consistently. Honestly, I give it to you. Others may have voice, but your voice, Mike Arnold, is not only for humanity. In fact, it's not just recurring now in our hearing system, but heavenly thrones have heard your voice, and your voice will be counted as one of the angelic voice as long as you continue this pattern, you continue with this method, because you have done something that I can't remember any Caucasians that have done what they have done in the recent age. Not that you gave anybody money, but at least your consistency and your fearless voice. You don't care what government of the day will think about you, about how they're going to restrict you. Imagine how McAnod you responded to Reno Mokre, despite having him as your close friend. Because of your love for truth, you were able to, pull out from his trap and maintain your dignity and remain who God has made you to be. That is very, very nice. And like I said, I will give it to you. On March 6, 2026, I published a memorandum to President Trump titled Nigeria the biggest win on the board, encouraging this policy shift. Yeah, he did. I made the same case to central this of my number one Amazon bestseller epicenter, Nigerian radical Islam, and the war for global order. I delivered it unvarnished at my viral congressional briefing 2 weeks ago. Here is the truth. The Nigerian jihad has reigned since 1804, Osman Danfodio. Same throne, same tribe, same tactics, same result: death, rape, slavery, destruction, and displacement. As many as 6 million killed, 10 million enslaved, 25 million displaced, the longest continuous genocide on the face of the earth. The men, they said, the men running it have now hidden their ambition total Sharia across Nigeria, then global. The Trump White House just confirmed it. Hold on it tight. I get the feeling things are about to get spotty. The shadow is breaking. It is about time. That is McAnod. Then DPM Dr. Abeze reacted, of course, in a different post. Of course, he says something in that regard. As you can see on the screen, press release: Trump targets global jihad movement and their propaganda campaigns, in addition to left-wing terror groups. Kroc said that the strategy will also target cartels and the global jihad movement. It contains tools to go after terror groups funding, which he said would strangle the lifeblood out of the movement. Other tools would counter the terrorism propaganda campaigns. You can kill terrorists till the cow come home. But at the end of the day, you have to demoralize and legitimize the message of global jihad, and that requires very aggressively counter propaganda operation, information operation by the Department of the War and by the intelligence community, Kroc said. My point: global jihad propaganda led to the arrest of Simon Ekpa by Finland and Nnamdi Kanu in Kenya. Not anymore. Nigeria is one of the biggest evil behind global jihad, reintegrating thousands of terrorists from the Sahel into Nigeria to kill and maim millions indigenous Christians, Biafrans, and indigenous Nigeria. Nigerian President Tinubu has Nigerian President Tinubu, his politicians, and his newly appointed Foreign Affairs Secretary Bianco Ojukwu escalate this globalist jihadist propaganda recently in the US and other unexpected countries across the globe. Recent picture taking, contract awards, bribery, lobbying, and misinformation. The total dissolution of Nigeria must happen for Christians. The total dissolution of Nigeria must happen for Christians to live in that part of the world, as the terrorists have taken over the country with their allies like Turkey planning to oil the evil state with more AK-47s. The United States of Biafra government will continue to protect its citizens and territory from the terrorist state of Nigeria and their globalist supporters. I call on our allies to recognize this beautiful nation of ours to help comb global jihad and propaganda. DPM, Dr. Rabeza. This is just something that many people have been looking up to, waiting to have it and get, just to have it, functioning and make sure that everything is being, pulled the way it's supposed to be. Like I said, I was somehow frustrated about the delay and, should I say I don't care attitude that I started seeing from American, but nevertheless, so let's just hope that it will continue, that the message will pass, and the people that need to hear this will hear it and start to act on it and make sure that everything is in line with what it's supposed to be. Please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. I just want to give you this update. I can't wait to hear from you. Do you agree? Do you rejoice? Do you understand what it means? Please let me know on the comment section. God bless you and take care of yourself. Bye-bye for now.